Hello everyone, Hector Mendoza here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a 3-layer tray room. And it basically, you need to put 2 rooms inside each other. And that's a little tricky if you've never done it before. I do have other videos, and but on this one here, I made it a little more simplified. So watch what we're going to do. I have a room. This room, we're going to make it 9 feet. This one here, we're going to make it 11 feet. And then we're going to put a 2-foot tray. And the trick is grabbing something like this and sticking it right in the middle evenly all the way across, without any mathematical you don't have to get in a calculator, nothing. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to do that. So first of all, I'm going to delete this because I'm going to show you how to draw something like this. Now, first, I want you to draw a 21 by 14. And the way I like doing it is I like to physically put 21 and then on the 14. I don't like to draw, measuring it this way because it's never accurate. So I like to mathematically do this stuff. Okay, so, and I want you to label it living room. So we're gonna draw an odd shape rectangular room inside here, and I want that the walls, when they start to where the that triangular or the tray starts, I want it to be 1.5 foot. So we're gonna create a temporary placeholder for it. So we're gonna click here, we're gonna hit Control Enter, or you can click here. Unfortunately, I use nothing but commands, so bear with me. We hit Control Enter. That's gonna take you to Properties. Temporarily, we're gonna get this room. Under Ceiling, we're gonna hit T for Tray. Okay, and the distance that I want from the wall to where the tray starts is gonna be let's say 1,6, which that means 1 feet 6 inch. And the recess, we don't want nothing there. We want 0. And the tray height, we're not going to mess with the tray height right now because this is just a temporary placeholder. Let's say placeholder. So, and you can go ahead and hit Enter and click away from there. Now, what I want you to do is get to this corner right here. I want you to enlarge it as high as you can. I want you to hit S so you can get a snap line, and just put a snap line right in here. We're going to reduce this. We're going to move our mouse right here. With our mouse, we're going to enlarge it. We're going to hit S, and we're going to put another snap line right here. We're going to reduce this with my mouse. I'm going to move my mouse over this way. I'm going to enlarge it with my mouse as high as I can. I'm going to hit S, create a snap line right in here. We're going to reduce this. I'm going to move my mouse right in here, enlarge it with my mouse. Now, let's say if yours should look like this, just get your arrow and move it down a little bit. Hit S, and then you're going to click right here. Okay, we're going to reduce this. We don't need this right now. But before we move it out of the way, I want you to hit Control Enter. Where it says tray, just hit B for box, and then and just move it out of the way. I don't know if I told you to call it living room. If you can, go ahead by double clicking here and change it to living room. Okay, so now what we're going to draw is the inside, that weird room that I was telling you. We're going to hit R for room. We're going to snap right here. See how it snapped right in here? Now, if you have it reduced, it might look, you see how it snaps to other things? So I like enlarging it as high as I can, and then it'll snap right to that corner. We're going to reduce it. We're going to grab this side, and then we're going to snap to that snap line. We're going to reduce it, enlarge this area, and we're going to snap this to the inside, just like that. Okay, so that is going to be the tray room. Okay, so for grins, we can go in here and call it tray. Now, I want to make a weird shape, and for right now, what I want you to do, and I would normally mathematically do this, you know, real accurate, but we're not going to do that. So I want you to get an idea on how to do this. So we're going to hit V for vertex. We're going to go 2 feet. Look in this corner right here. See, as I move my mouse over to the right, I'll tell you what, let's go 4 feet. 4 feet. Okay, 4 feet. Right in here, grab this vertex, you left click and move it down 2 clicks. Now we're going to go to the right. We're going to hit V for vertex. We're going to go, what did I use? 4 feet. So let's go to 4 feet, and let's left click, drag. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to go down here in this corner. We're going to hit V for vertex. Remember, in this corner right here, look for 4 feet. Grab this vertex, move it to the left. We're going to do one more. We're going to do it on this side. We're going to hit V for vertex. Keep an eye on this number down here, and we're going to go to 4. Okay, we're going to grab this vertex right here, and we're going to move it up. Okay, so that's that. That's the tray. Now we gotta move. We gotta try to insert this tray inside this room, and the only way that you can do this is there's 2 ways of doing this. There's an easy way and there's a harder way. So I'm going to show you the easy way. I could actually use this, but it's a lot of steps. So let's do this the easy way. All I want you to do, I want you to hit Shift W, hold your Shift key, and then hit the W. Get your mouse, click it anywhere. You can release the Shift and the W. Once you get this plus sign, put it right here somewhere, anywhere in this area. Okay, so I'm just going to put it right here. I'm going to left click once, then I'm going to move my mouse up, and then I'm going to left click again. I'm going to move my mouse over down here. I'm going to left click, I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to go to this area. I'm going to left click, then I'm going to go down here to this area. I'm going to left click, I'm going to go down, I'm going to go to this area, left click, then I'm going to go to right here. Don't try to click down there because it's not going to work. Okay, so what I want you to do is click anywhere between this corner and that box there. I want you to left click. Here, let me reduce this so you can see what's going to happen. I'm going to go down. Once I complete this, you see, it created a room. That's what we wanted to do. If yours didn't create it, then go back to all the steps that we just did until you get it. Okay, now I'm going to move this over. Hopefully yours looks like this. I want you to grab this. Here, let's enlarge this area. I want you to grab this wall. I want you to hit the control key. While you're holding the control key, left click and snap to that other wall. Now it created an additional room. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click here, just hit the delete button, click on this wall, hit the delete button. Now this and this, so if I click on the room 2, hold my shift key, click on room 1, you can hit control enter. It's going to give us our properties. Let's make this 2 walls 9 foot tall, and we do want it to be a box. Okay, so 9 foot under ceiling, and then we're going to hit enter. Now I'm going to click on this tray, hit control enter. This tray, I want it to, under the ceiling, I want it to be tray. All you have to do is just type a T. It's going to type tray for you. I want you to hit tab. On the ceiling height, I want the ceiling to be 11. Okay? The distance from the to the opening, we can go ahead and leave it at 1. Okay, distance from recess 0. Tray height, I want it to be 2. Okay, so this is what we did. Remember, the original room was 9 foot. This room, I made it 11 foot. That's going to create a 2 feet wall, and I'll show you in a minute. And the distance is from here to here is, I'll tell you what, let's change that to make it look cooler. 1,6, which is 1 feet 6 inches, and hit tab. See, it gave us more space there. And you can just click out of the properties and you have this. Now I want you to hit your 3 key, and that's going to give us a 3D. Now look what we just did. We got first layer 9 feet, second layer 911, and then the third one should be 13, because you know we did 2 from here to here's 2, from here to here's 2. So now, right now, if I click here and I hit the delete button, don't do this because this is just something I'm going to show you. Oops, I hit the wrong key. I accidentally touched my key, my monitor with one of my fingers. So let's hit delete so you can see what's inside this room. I'm going to hit 3D. Look, there's walls inside there, and so I don't want walls inside a room, so I'm going to hit Control Z, go back to where we were at. We're almost done, and I'm telling you, you can do this in less than 2. I don't think it takes me 2 minutes to do this. Once you learn this, this is simple. Me and my wife can can do it like a 2,000 square foot home with, you know, let's say 4 or 5 of the rooms having this kind of trays. And even, I mean, this is simple. I'm talking some real hard stuff. It only takes us, God, I can't think it, an hour to an hour and a half to do a 2,000 square foot home with weird stuff like this. Okay, now I want you to click on this wall, hold your shift key, click on this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, when you finish with the last one, I want you to hit Control Enter. Under dimensions, yes, it's okay. Exterior surface is okay. Missing end to end, you're gonna say Y, and it automatically types yes for you. You're gonna hit Tab. Base height opening, just leave it alone. Don't do nothing there. Under open goes to ceiling, I want you to say no, and then just type it in and you hit Tab. On the opening height, so remember the first one was 9 feet, so we need to put 9 there, and we're going to hit Enter. Okay, now let's do, you don't have to do this, just watch mine. So, or you could do that. Click on there, hit delete, look inside, hit 3D, and look, there's no walls inside there. Those are just lines. I mean, that's not going to affect nothing on your equations. So, okay, so, and now hit Control Z so you can get your room, the wall back. Now we got to combine all this together. So you don't have to do this because you know you're going to watch me. So if I hit Control E, that's going to take me to my estimate. Okay, so we're actually doing level 3. If you notice, we have living room, we have tray, we got room 1, and we got room 2. So if I wanted to do some estimating, I would have to click all of them and just create my estimate. So let's combine them together. If you hit Control K, that's going to take us back to Sketch. What I want to do, and this is not important, but I'm weird, but anal. So if I click on room 2, hold my Shift key, click on room 1, I'm going to hit Control Enter. You see right here where it says Show Label, I'm going to hit N for no. It automatically fills in the rest of it, and then I'm going to hit Enter. Now you don't see the name, right? Now watch what we're going to do. We just lasso everything by left clicking and then going to the right and selecting everything. If you hit your Shift Control C, it combined everything. So to check that, we're going to hit Control E. It takes me to my estimate. Now, okay, so we got living room and we got tray. There was one that it didn't combine. Okay, so let's hit Control K and let's see why. Oh, that thing, we don't need it. Okay, so let's make sure we're okay. That looks good. Control E, tray. We could go in here and change that tray and call it living room. And when you go to Control K, which is Sketch, it named it living room. So that's all there is to it. You know, there's another way. If you if you just want to practice, sometimes you're going to get into some areas. Sometimes you might have to do something like this, and it's because if you don't, it's really not going to work too good. So if you have a problem and you run into a situation, and let's go in here and separate all that stuff. Yes, and let's go in here and move that out of the way. We're gonna delete that, okay, and delete that. So sometimes, especially if you have, let's say you have a big old house and and this is the only room. You got to put it inside a bunch of other rooms. Sometimes you might have to do something like this. So let's say that's where it belongs. So I'm just gonna create a couple of rooms, and I'm not looking for any kind of measurements. Let's say that this room was in an area that had rooms around it. So I'm not even trying to get fancy with my drawing or nothing. So let's create a room right in here. Let's say you have, oops. Let's say, come on. Okay, so let's say you had rooms, and this would actually be, okay, let me delete this room. This room would be, something like that. Okay, let's say there's rooms all the way around it. Okay, so sometimes it might not let you create a window within a window, and it's because something is not lined up. You can get around all of that. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this wall. I'm going to hold my control key. I'm going to left click and snap to that first one. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this one, this wall. I'm going to left click, and look, it automatically draws around those things for me. When I get to this area, that's as far as it lets me go. I'm going to enlarge this area. This, I'm going to select that wall. I'm going to left click here and move that up. I'm going to grab this one down here. I'm going to left click, oops, left click and move that down here. So I'm going to grab this, just go down, and it automatically starts drawing till it gets to that area. I'm going to grab this. Don't grab this one. Grab the one at the bottom. Move it to the left. Move it a little bit to the right. Always stay away from corners. Okay? So now it's not going to let me go all the way to the other end. It's just not going to let you. That's the problem you have. You can't put a room within a room, but you can put a room inside there and trick it. So we're going to hold the control key. I'm going to left click here, move this up, and it created a different room. At that point, now you see how I went around it. So you would go in here, you grab that, and you know, control enter. What did we say? It was a 9-foot ceiling. It was a box. We deleted that wall, that wall. We went in here, and I selected those rooms. Hit enter, and show labels. I said no, enter. You would still have to go and click on this walls. Okay, that one's okay. It doesn't have to do anything to it. You would hit control enter. So surface, yes. Exterior 12, missing, yes. You know, missing end to end, yes. Base 0. Opening goes to ceiling, no. So the first one was 9 foot tall. The ceilings were 9, so we're gonna hit 9 here. Thickness 0, and you go 3D, and there you go. Sometimes it just won't let you use the wall tool. You know, the shift W, click, 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 click. it doesn't let you do that. Sometimes you have to do it this way. So anyway, now I'm gonna, all of this just takes practice, and I'm telling you, what we just did there, you can do it in 2 minutes. Once you know how to do this and you know how to measure the stuff out there, if you're not good at drawing, on this, in this video, I'm going to send you a copy of this ESX file here, minus what we just did there. So I'm going to delete this. What I'm going to give you is this shapes. Okay? This is a good way to learn how to use Xactimate. I drew all of these things. They're all mathematically drawn, actually. I mean, the measurements are, I went out of my way, and for instance, you see the left is 8 feet 3 inches, 8 feet 3 inches. The top one's 8'6", 8'6". It's all mathematically 9'7", 9'7", 9'7", 9'7", and you know, this one here, you got 5'11" all the way around, and that's pretty hard to do. Then you know, we got 5, 5. These numbers here are all the same, 4, 4, 4, 4. Everything is mathematically, and I'm going to show you how to draw a perfect circle. This is a room, so if I hit window, I can create a window there. I can create D for door, 3D. See, I'm going to have a video on how to do all of this, how to do it, and now that video probably be a long video, because I mean it's kind of hard. It's hard to do stuff like this. It takes a little bit, but here's the deal. If you learn, if you can do this, you'll be able to draw almost anything, because there's shapes here that you're gonna have to do when you're out there in the field. Every shape you see here, sooner or later, I've had to draw them. Not like hearts, but you know, that, for instance, let's say Control C, I might have had a room, and then in that room I had a Control V, I had a heart, and you know, part of it was on the other side, right? So you know, basically what you here, let's go in here, enter. Oh. So, and now right now it wouldn't fit, because let me show you something. If I try to grab this and then I try to, oops, here, let me label that. Control Enter, label, show. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if I move this, look, and try to put it in there, it jumps out, right? So, and I'll show you why. I noticed it a while ago. If you notice right here, there's a jagged. So that is not straight. Now it's not jagged. So now I can grab this and it'll snap to it. Boom. And then you could delete the wall. Believe it or not, you're going to run into some situations where you have a room that's just weird as heck, but you want to be able, or you want to know how to draw that. So here's some things that you can practice, and remember, I'm going to have a video and I'll explain how to draw each one of these things. I would think, I don't think there's 5, maybe 10% of any adjuster wouldn't know how to draw a circle like that. I've trained a lot of adjusters. I've worked with guys that've had 25, 30 years of experience, and they would have difficulties creating little objects like this. Well, not objects, but let's say there was a room that was like this. You know, so you want to practice and practice and practice. When I'm not doing nothing, I'm practicing. If I'm not in the field, I'm learning. Anyway, guys, so watch my other video. It'll be labeled something about creating weird shaped rooms. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That helps my algorithms. And you know, YouTube, they give you better advertisements. Again, thank you.